Hey guys, welcome to yet another video, and this video is about something very serious, and I think you should watch this video till the end to understand the situation, how serious the situation is, so that you don't jeopardize your career or life in the UK as a student or even afterwards. So in recent times, I have been talking to a lot of students from a lot of different universities, and from different sources I've come to know that there are around 40 to 50 students who have been deported recently, not only from India but from Nigeria, Ghana and other countries also. So around 40 to 50 international students have been deported recently in this year, basically. So in this video, I'll be talking about what are the few important things you should keep in mind. How important is visa compliance nowadays that the government has suddenly started to go through and check everything so seriously. So the top three reasons, according to what I have surveyed and what comes to the top three reasons basically, are the first reason is outsourcing assignments. Yes, this is the time when you will be submitting your assignments before December. So a lot of you will be having a lot of assignments, and assessments are basically based on assignments in the UK that you might be aware of by now. But if you are outsourcing your assignments, the rates are very less. It is very lucrative and it's very easy to get it done. Just pay someone to do your assignments. I understand it is very simple, but at the same time, it is very risky and really not worth it. So outsourcing assignment is one reason that students are getting deported. Basically, the professors catch them, the head of the departments or the module leaders, they catch the students who have outsourced the assignments, and basically it's a breach of the visa compliance and hence they are deported. Second reason is proxy attendance. I have already made a video about it in the recent times, but again an incident has come up where a student was caught with multiple ID cards doing attendance for multiple students, one student having 5 to 6 ID cards. All of them were given warning, but they were deported also with 14 days notice. I think that is what he told me. So yeah, 14 days notice and the visa was curtailed and they were deported back. All the students, even the one who was carrying the ID cards also. So this is also a very serious breach of your visa compliance. Don't do that. Don't do proxy attendance. HODs and universities are very careful now, and they will, if you are doing it repeatedly, they might catch you. Typically not worth it, being caught by HOD doing proxy attendance for somebody else. You are here on student visa to study, that is your main purpose, and if you're not attending the universities, what's the point of you being here? So take this as a serious word of advice, guys. Attend the university, tap it in, or however your attendance is. Just make sure you are attending the universities and not doing proxies for your friends or not doing it via someone else. Attend the universities. It is a very serious breach of compliance. The third recent incident that came to highlight was working extra. Students are working 20 hours. Students are allowed to work 20 hours during term time and 40 hours during full time during the out of term times. But some of you are over smart, extra smart, especially the recent September batch which I am talking to right now. They think they are extra smart, over smart. I think the Gen Z has started now. I think it's 2000 born students, 2001 born students are coming, freshers. They think they are extra smart, but guys, you are the dumbest fucks I have ever met actually. If you think you are smart, please rethink. And I have no words, guys. Sorry to use such a language, but seriously, working 40 hours, 50 hours and just earning money is not the motive. And now that some of you are caught, you will be going back to India. On one side, I am sad, and other side, I am happy that you deserve this and you are taking someone else's place, and now you deserve to go back to India. So this is also one serious breach, working full time, working 40 hours. And HMRC on NI or HMRC is keeping note, Home Office is keeping note of your finances and everything else. So if you think you can not be caught, you are mistaken. If you're doing anything wrong, it will come to highlight eventually, because there was a recent another incident where a student who is now on a skilled worker visa, but he worked full time during his student visa time. He has skilled worker visa now till 2027, but he worked full time during his student visa time where he was not allowed to work, and somehow the HMRC and H Home Office came to know about it, and his visa was curtailed and he was sent back to his country. So if not today or tomorrow, eventually you will be caught and strict actions will be taken, which is really not worth it. So these are the three important points. And also I have, since we are talking about working hours and working as a student over here, I would like to highlight certain things which you can do as a student and you should do actually, and there are certain things which you cannot do, because I have seen the recent generation that has come. It's not a vent video, so don't worry, I'm not venting my anger, but recent students, those who have come, they think they are extra smart and they will work 40 hours as and be employed in a full-time opportunity, and they will ask the employer to hold the payment for the student part and then or pay double the hourly rate, and somehow they are doing certain not so direct things and trying to do dodgy things with the employers also, and it is not allowed. So firstly, let's start with working hours. A student is allowed to work only 20 hours a week. A week is defined as a period of 24, a day is defined as a period of 24 hours starting from Monday till Sunday midnight. So that is a week, and you are only allowed to work 20 hours per week. And this is not averaged, like you cannot work 1 week 25 hours, another week 30 hours, and another week 10 hours, and it averages out to 20 hours. It is not like that. It is only that in full time. In part-time jobs, when you are allowed to work 20 hours, it is only every week 20 hours. It is not averaged over 17 weeks. So keep that in mind. A week is defined, I'm just reading out from the Home Office website. A week is defined by the Home Office as a period of 7 days beginning with a Monday. So you are only allowed to work 20 hours a week. That's it. During your out of term times, like now the Christmas break will come, and between summer break and all that other breaks, you can work full time. So now that I have said you can work part-time and full-time, so what are the kinds of work you can do? What are the types of work a student cannot do actually? Let's do cannot do, because that list is small, because you will find work everywhere. So what are the types of work a student cannot do? So you cannot be self-employed firstly. So you cannot be, self-employed. You cannot be a plumber or electrician and, start a company or be self-employed. You cannot be a self-employed driver also. Then you cannot engage in any kind of business activities. Then this is very important. Many of you are doing it. You cannot work in a position that would fulfill a full-time permanent vacancy. So if you see a job on Indeed.com and it's a full-time role, and then you apply and you get selected, and then you tell the employer or the HR of the company that pay only 20 hours to me and then accumulate it and pay afterwards as a bonus or something, that is not allowed. That does not happen. So don't try to fool the companies. They can be naive sometimes, but don't try to fool the companies and don't engage in these kind of activities. So once again, you cannot work in a position that is a full-time permanent vacancy. You cannot do that. You cannot work as a professional sports person, as a cricketer or a footballer or anything. You cannot work as a sports person basically. Then you cannot work as an entertainer also. You cannot go on high street, start playing guitar and work as a entertainer and get money out of it. You cannot do that also. And then you cannot work as a doctor or dentist in training unless you are on the foundation program. So these are the few rules. I am reading directly from the website from the government website. So these are the few rules that you cannot, these are the few jobs that you cannot do. So I hope you understand this very clearly in your mind. If you are already here and watching the video, I hope you stop doing these things. If you're working cash in hand or anything, it is at your own risk, but don't do it. If you are coming in, say, next January or next September intake, I hope I have made it clear about what are the kinds of jobs that you are supposed to do and what are the kinds of things you are not supposed to engage. how lucrative it may be, but do not engage in such activities. Yes, some of you might say that, as a carer you can work full time. That was a rule, but it is not anymore. You cannot work as a carer full time also during your term time. So keep these things in mind while you are working or studying. And I hope I've helped you, and I hope you don't get deported, and I hope and I pray that, if you are engaging in such kind of activities, doing proxy attendance, outsourcing assignments, or working full time, you do breach your visa compliance by engaging in these activities. And if you are doing it, I hope you stop doing it, and I hope you don't get deported. It brings a lot of shame to the country also, because in news it will not mention your name or the university name. It will only mention 7 Indian students or 7 Nigerian students deported from the UK, or 7 Ghana students deported from the UK university. They will not mention, most of the times they will not mention your name or the university name. It will bring shame to the country, and I am sure you don't want that. So it's a humble request, stop doing it. Do not engage in activities that are against your visa compliance. Please, I hope I have made it crystal clear. And thank you for watching this video till the end. And please do like, share, subscribe, and make students aware of this as much as you can. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck. God bless you.